How does this sound? The Weird Planet Where Time Moved Very Fast and So Did the People Who Lived There, by Naomi Wildman. That's what I'm calling my report for astronomy class. Neelix said I should choose a planet to write about, so I picked this one.
Your title is verbose. I suggest you try to condense it.
The Weird Planet.
Better, but it lacks precision.
Hey everybody, Drone here with another first edition Friday video. I hope you enjoyed last week's video, even though I got it posted on Saturday. This is the way my schedule has been going and everything. I just wasn't able to get it out on Friday. I recorded it on Friday last week, got it posted on Saturday, just a discussion. Go back and watch it if you haven't already. We talk about what's been going on, we talk about the new triples cards, and we talk about the new mission and the associated objective that came out. So, as I discussed in that video, I promised that I would be showing you guys a deck where I use that new mission. And so, we're going to go ahead and show you guys a deck here using that new mission, but we're going to do this in a little bit different style than what I usually do. We're going to do this a little bit more interactively, so pay attention, and I'll be asking you questions, and I want you to think about what your answers to those questions would be, and so forth, so as we go along. So we've done the doorway phase. I have seeded a Q stand. I have seeded a temporal micro wormhole. Okay, we'll go into the missions. Mission phase. Let's just random roll here. If it's 4 through 6, we'll assume I go first. 1 through 3, I go second. I'll go second. So let's just randomly, let's take 1 then. Opponent flips over Romulus. Okay. And we shuffle and we flip over Salvage Operation in the Delta Quadrant. So we're in 2 different quadrants. Opponent flips over a destabilized region, just puts it right next to their Romulus on either side, doesn't matter. And then we flip over Deliver Supplies. So Deliver Supplies, we're going to put that, we'll put that, I suppose, on this side of Romulus then. Yeah, let's just put that on this side of Romulus. Okay. Our Romulan opponent puts down Secret Salvage. Let's say that they put Secret Salvage on the other side of my Deliver Supplies. We get Research Rapid Rotation, the new mission, so we'll put that in the Delta Quadrant here. Opponent shows Tactical Observation. They're just going to put Tactical Observation right here. We get Pegasus Search. So we're going to put Pegasus Search here. Agricultural Assessment from the Romulan player, who's now clearly showing that they're a drone deck. They don't really care where this goes, so they're just going to put it here. We get Wormhole Negotiation, so we're going to put Wormhole Negotiation here. And then the opponent gets Examine Disappearance Site. They're going to put Examine Disappearance Site right here. And then we get Runabout Search, and we will just kind of complete the end of the space line here. So if you're an opponent, imagine that you're my opponent. What do you think that I am playing right now? Go ahead and take a moment, pause the video, examine the mission set that I've put out here, and ask yourself, what is it that you think that I am doing? I'll go ahead and I'll wait for you. Okay, so you've taken a moment to think about what it is that you think that I'm doing. Now, normally you would think that I'd be playing like Voyager, but I don't have the ability to get Voyager into play, so it can't be Voyager. Well, salvage operation along with another mission in the Delta Quadrant oftentimes means Kazon, or Hirogen, or even Vidian. You know that this mission is actually attemptable by anyone, and so, if, and then of course, with the wormhole negotiations and so forth, I think our leading candidates would simply be that this is probably going to be some kind of Kazon deck or Hirogen deck that's going to just try to do like hunting mission or hunting group or something like that. It's just going to use like Barzan wormholes. Probably going to seed Barzan wormhole in the Delta Quadrant and come out at wormhole negotiations and so forth. It might even just try to actually get like Kazon Voyager into play and so forth, and then actually maybe just kind of be that kind of a deck. So the other possibility is that it is an Alpha Quadrant mission or an Alpha Quadrant deck that's going to use Barzan wormhole the other way to get into Research Rapid Rotation. So whatever it is that you have in your mind, hold that thought. And now we'll assume that we're going to see dilemmas then. So we're going to flip over to being the opponent for a moment with dilemmas. So what we immediately notice is that this deck only has 2 planets available. So all of the it has 3 planets available because it's got dual mission here, dual mission here, dual mission here. So we're going to have to put planet dilemmas at the dual mission. So let's just kind of form some planet combos here. What is it that we would likely possibly have an opponent play that's like a dual combo? I mean, Joey Chu's probably pretty good. I mean, we definitely see entertaining display along with the associated male's love interest plague ship. So we probably would see that kind of a combo out of an opponent. They then probably just simply back that up with like a medical crisis or something. So let's just assume that one planet combo is going to be that. We can probably assume that that's going to probably go. We probably want to put it here as the closest planet mission to the wormhole negotiation. That seem fair? If you disagree with how fair that seems, hold that in your mind as well. So, but yeah, we probably want to potentially lock out the runabout search here because for that reason. So, Jolie Chu, maybe a god combo might see some play. Maybe they just do like a Founder Secret Denovan into something. So let's just do that. So let's go Founder Secret Denovan into some kind of like stout wall that's potentially pretty difficult. So even like, a scientific method would be pretty good as a wall. There's also obviously Dead End is going to be considered here as something that will get played for sure. Let's assume that we might see like a Temptations Friendly Fire combo, or even Arsenal Divided's pretty good. More of Your Kind into Friendly Fire is also pretty good, since it's like not controllable or anticipatable. Persistent Individuality has been seeing a lot of play. Cytherian sees a lot of play these days, as it should, because it's really good. Same way with Ghost of Cyrus Ramsey, it's also pretty good. So let's just do some popular combos though. Let's just do let's spawn Let's spawn an authorized access only, and we'll do a Cythereans combo with it and Maglock. And we'll put that at, let's put that here then, because it's going to be the mission that then is going to be the farthest for the Cythereans. We are going to definitively just dead end the research rapid rotation, because if it is a deck that's trying to abuse it, then we have to put the dead end here because we're risking something nasty if we don't. As I mentioned in my previous video, that's kind of what research rapid rotation should do. If you're an opponent, it's kind of acting a lot like insurrection. Like you can't let your opponent do it first, because if there's something they're trying to exploit, by not dead ending it, you're letting them have it. And it's like you're possibly just giving the game away. So, especially if you cannot identify some other mission that they would do first. There's a lot of choices here for what an opponent might do first, and so we kind of have to default to not letting them be able to abuse the rapid rotation. We'll put a combo behind it. A god combo is probably pretty good there. It's pretty good there. So let's just go. Let's put the Denovan. We'll put the Founder Seeker Denovan God combo here behind the dead end. And then here's the Temptations. So I kind of like the Persistent Individuality as well. Definitely seeing some play here. Arsenal into Cloud is really good. So we can just do Arsenal into Cloud for a space combo, because we have one space combo. We don't have another one yet. Otherwise we can do more of your kind, but I kind of feel like the Temptations into the Friendly Fire is better than as a dual combo. And we could just do Arsenal into the Cloud into Ghost of Cyrus Ramsey as a really good space combo. Since it's our next best space combo, we'll just put it can put it here. Here we have and then of course we have like Salvage Operation over here yet as well. Since we're not worried about Cythereans too much, what we do want to be concerned about is that we have one dual mission here, and if we put like dual dilemmas underneath there, then the opponent can possibly finagle. Whereas this way we force them to have everything in space. But that being said, this combo is really good, so I think we'll stick with it being a Pegasus search. Seem fair? Fair. Okay. What we can do is we can do Temptations into Friendly Fire here at Deliver Supplies, because then if they try to pass the Temptations with like the strong side, then regardless of which side is strong, the space or the planet, the Friendly Fire is just that much more likely to hit. So we're going to stick with that, and then we'll find a dual dilemma to put with it, because we have a planet combo here and a planet combo here, a space combo here, a space combo here. So we're going to stick with dual combos now. I think that we can probably just have either like a Berserk Changeling wall, or we can go with Quantum Leap. Let's just go with Quantum Leap. Let's assume, we know that this Romulan opponent has the ability to play like AU cards. So let's assume that Quantum Leap is in their dilemma pool. So there's Quantum Leap combo. And then we can go with like M113 into scientific method. They have the 23rd century planet, I think. I thought Sherman's planet was a 23rd century mentioned planet, but apparently not. Interesting. So, we don't want to go with Spock's brain, so what can we do instead here? Let's kill something. I mean, Primal Urges doesn't do anything. We could experience Beej, and we would just assume then that like this is actually probably pretty good for pairing with here. So the Delta Quadrant's in a sense kind of locked out for the most part. I mean, you know, especially locked out early because scientific method might be a little difficult early. So if like it is a Kazon deck or something like that, or a Hirogen deck, that wouldn't be bad. We also have a Minion Disintegration. In space, it's going to kill engineers though. Rules of Obedience, if I can find it. I thought I had Rules of Obedience in here. I was pretty sure Rules of Obedience was in here, but I'm just not seeing it. Rules of Obedience is a good one. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with Rules of Obedience then. It can kind of provides some definitively different ways of slowing the opponent down. So let's go with this then, and then we'll just go with this. These are the combos. And that's 19 dilemmas seated. If there's a 20th dilemma, then there's probably the Experience Beej, and then they'd probably just lock out. If I was the opponent, then I would probably just put the Experience Beej here, and we'll do that as well. Okay. All right. So we've done that. We have our dilemmas that we could do. I can show you the dilemmas that we're doing. We just have a lot of like duplication here. We're just kind of running like some pretty straightforward stuff here. There are 2 planets, and so we would definitively just be setting up the planet combos as they are. Because it's Romulan drones, we know that the M113s are dead in space, so we put the M113s at the planet. We are teched for drones a bit here with the Arsenal Divided combos. Not sure, you never just, I mean, there's these 4 space missions here, you never know which ones your opponent is going to choose to do, but they may want to try to harass us, and so they probably are going to want to do these 2 missions first. So we are going to stick our space combos. Stick our space combos at those missions because we kind of assume that a drone opponent wants to harass us possibly for card draws, maybe. Okay. And then that leaves us with scientific method combos here at the other end. Stick with the misinterpreted histories first because that means that there's more people probably face the unscientific method. And then our dead end, we want the opponent to probably go in this direction so we can also hedge our bet, and we can also just put the dead end here for the 4-card combo. unless we have a setup gain. So now we go into the other phase. We know I'm not going to set out the Romulan opponent quite yet. I don't really feel like doing that right now. But now I'm going to show you what it is that I'm actually doing. So think back to the beginning here of what it was that you thought I am playing. And now I'll show you. So again, think back. What do you think I was playing? What was your first thought? What was your first thought? What was your second thought? I assume most people would have at least two thoughts. That's what I might be playing here. So we go into that phase, and we're going to see the Husnock outpost here at Deliver Supplies. We'll see a Husnock ship at Deliver Supplies. We will see the Barzan wormhole into the Delta Quadrant, though. That much was readable. We will see the hidden HQ defensive measures, because we're going to use that to protect these missions. We have a reshape the quadrant for the call for reinforcements. We have continuing mission, which gets us a These Are the Voyages. On Pegasus Search, we see the Hidden Agenda Quark's Rods. We see the Duck Blind onto Deliver Supplies, and then we see the Sign Mission Specialists. And we get Dr. Ferrick and Darian Wallace. Is this anywhere near what you thought it was that I would be doing? If it is, nothing but huge props to you. Because I don't think that probably anyone, including me, would look at this mission set and think that this is how the rest of the seed phase would turn out. So, alright. So there we are, we're done with the seed phase. We'll shuffle up. And this is where I'm going to end this video. I'm actually choosing to do this in two parts. I'll probably label it that way in the deck title. So you may see this and not be surprised that we're just doing this in a multi-part video. Because I do want to try to keep the amount of time spent on these videos, keep the videos a little bit shorter in length. So yeah, that's where we are so far for you to think about. So again, video 1 of 2, where I show you the first part, the seed phase, using the new mission research rapid rotation. I'm not even using the objective, and I'm not using the ability to download that objective. We are using it as a bait mission. We want to keep the dead end away from where we really want to play. So, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of the video to come out later.